Hamjambo. Today we're going to talk about Swahili time. As you plan to move to East Africa, you should be thinking of ways you can express time in Swahili or answer questions about time in Swahili. So, for example, you think in English, it's 3 p.m. right now. How are you going to say that in Swahili? So you will say ni saa tisa. Nisa, Tisa. Tisa, as you remember from your numbers, is 9. So you'll be confused. It's 3 p.m. and I should hear somebody say something like tatu, which is 3. It works the opposite. That's why we have the two diagrams here. They're going to help you. I want you to think this way. English time should help you to understand Swahili time. Every time you think about talking of Swahili time, look at this diagram and memorize this in your mind. When something in English, for example, is 3, think of the opposite as this number and say it in Swahili, tisa. For example, it's 3 p.m. In Swahili, you can't say anything related to the Swahili number we know, tatu. You're going to say the opposite, tisa. So 3 p.m., it is 3 p.m., you're going to say ni saa tisa, mchana, mchana, afternoon. So it's 6 p.m., you're going to say ni saa kumi na mbili, ni saa kumi na mbili. It is 4 in English, you're going to say ni saa kumi, ni saa kumi, saa kumi. Saa means clock or time, so it's kumi. Every time we work anti-clockwise, we think in English and then we say something in Swahili. That's how Swahili time works. Look at this diagram now. You will see that there's 2 arrows, one here and this one here. The first arrow here is showing us hours. This one here, the small one, is showing us minutes. This is showing minutes. So this is showing complete hours. So it's right at 3. So this is 3 p.m. And we should have a complete hour by the demonstration of this arrow here. So in English you say it's 3 p.m. Remember from my first explanations, you're going to say the opposite now. It's 3 p.m. but you're going to say saa tisa. Saa tisa. Look at the broken lines here. They are indicating something should be happening in your mind when you think of 3 p.m. Ni saa tisa. Okay, another exercise to help you remember. Okay, let's say somebody thinks now in English it's 7. Okay, I have to find the opposite of 7. I just go to this diagram here. 7, their opposite is 1. So I'm going to say in Swahili, saa moja. Okay, it's 9 in English. How do I say it? I just find the opposite. I'm going to say saa tatu. Okay, it's 3 in English. I'm going to say the opposite again. Saa tisa. It is 8 in English. I'm going to say it is in Swahili. Saa mbili. Saa mbili. What if it is 10 in English? I'm going to say saa nne. What if it is 11 in English? I'm going to say saa tano. So it's easy. The easy thing for me, which has helped to help my friends who learn Swahili, always is to tell them dwell on to this kind of diagram in the mind, trying to think first in English and then think what is the opposite of that number, and then that opposite of the number you say it in Swahili. So every time have one number finding that anti-clockwise or their opposite. Every number here has their opposite. Every number, if you draw the lines, yeah. Usually the way I draw my lines, it's this. I begin with this line here, 6 against 12. Then I draw my second line, 9 against 3, And then the next line, you can be from anywhere. 5 against 11, 8 against 2, 10 against 4, and that's how it works. Whichever number you pick, say the opposite. Just write how you say it in Swahili. Begin thinking in English. 5, 11, 9, 3, 7, 1. That should help for today. And also, one thing you should not forget. Don't forget this. You need to remember words. Of course, there will be a complete lesson about this, but you need to remember about saa, which is clock, or time. So when you say saa tatu, which will be in English 9, saa tatu. Sasa ni saa tatu. Now it is 9 in English. So sa, you need to know the words like sa. Another one you need to know is numbers up to 12. I know you remember up to 10, but you're gonna need to remember 11 and 12. 11, 12, 11, 12, 11, and then 12 is 12. Other terms you will learn related to days of the week, for example, Jumatatu, Monday, Jumanne, Tuesday, Jumatano, Wednesday, Alhamis, Thursday, Ijumaa, Friday, Jumamosi, Saturday, Jumapili, Sunday. But there will be a complete lesson about this. Thank you.